It's a brand new week and I want to do a very quick analysis, guys. Try to do some focus analysis and start maybe from the weekly time frame. But then this is what we did based on last week's analysis, and this is gold trade for those who are wondering, right? So this was the analysis that we had last week, and we were anticipating some gold move, some gold sales. And remember what we talked about. I said right here we should understand a gold reaction, and if it gives us sales signal, that should be a very good opportunity, right? And you see some of gold drop, but then she started playing out right now. So right now I think we should just try to maybe adjust our drawings and see what we might come up with. Maybe just have it right there, maybe something like this. So I think I should remove this right here, and I try to follow along. Yeah, so yeah, if I extend this maybe to the right, something like this, so there's that anticipation that gold might just continue going up, maybe going back to retest this level that I've called retracement, probably understanding how she's going to react around this level. We might anticipate, or we might see some selling pressure, maybe something like this, and maybe see a reaction once again around this level. If we see gold coming back with a continuation, then that will be a good sign that she will try to go down, right? But at the moment we see a good selling pressure right here, we should be looking for sale probably, and then maybe drop it around this level as our final TP. We also need to understand approach around this level. We might still get another buying pressure to go back and take out this level. So those are the key zones that I'm watching out for, this level right here. So what am I talking about right here? So if you see this is an order block zone right here. This is an order block zone, right? And this is also another order block zone, right? So we've seen this is where money is, right? Why am I talking about money? This level right here, we've seen gold dropped, then went back once again, tried to drop, went back, then we had a very huge drop. So we know and understand that this is a very crucial zone, and that is where I think most money are. So they are going to try to take those sellers who are left, take them in, and maybe try to push the market. In essence, she might want to go back to try and break out of this trend line, right? So yeah, I'm going to see a reaction around this level the moment she hits this level right here, and once it gives me an impulse phase correction, that will be a good sign that now she's going to drop, right? But then let's say she does this, she drops in this manner. That's a very good continuation. So it's just going to tell us that we should look for buy level right there. So that is one, right? Like I say, we need to understand, once we get an impulse phase right here correction, she's dropping. But then remember, I'm also trading based on my system. If I don't see my confirmation, guys, I don't take the trade, I just let it go, right? But let's just continue. Once we see maybe gold breaking out of this level, no worries, that will just be a sign that she will be trying to continue to push all the way. Now let me just remove all these drawings and say probably, let's say what if we had this right there just as a continuation. Let's just have it right there. Good. And now we say that okay, price has started printing a higher low right there, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? And now if you see, she never came back to break out of these higher low right there. So that just tells me that okay, the market has started giving us some more bullish momentum. At the same time, if you look at this, guys, I'm just trying to understand or try to analyze in more perspective, right there. So we've seen it went up, came down, came back with this manner or that channel. So another thing is this might be another continuation right there. And just like we said, okay, now we are anticipating that gold might go back and a reverse from this level. That might not be true, because why? We understand that now gold has broken out of this high right there. So that tells us that okay, now she has started printing a new trend, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, high. So like we anticipated before, let's just bring in probably something like this. We were anticipating, oh, the market might do this. No, sometimes the market won't do that. So we just need to look at other perspective or other anticipation. So we have another trade right there. So we're zooming in. So yeah, we've seen she has broken out of, let's just adjust this right there. She has broken out of this channel right there. So the next thing is wait for a retest right there, and once we get a confirmation, then we take a buy, right? Because why? That is what price is telling us right now. She's giving us a bullish momentum. Higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, probably wait for higher low right there. And the moment she comes back with a pullback, guys, I need to interpret that pullback. If I see she's pulling back with an impulse, I'm not taking that trade. What am I talking about? If she just drops, now I'm not taking that trade. But if she pulls back with a accumulation, I'm going to look for my entry opportunity. Now that is on gold. So real quick, let's talk about maybe GU and see what she's up to. But then before we talk about GU, guys, let me show you something on our Telegram channel real quick. We had a good trade that I called out also last week, Thursday, I believe so. November 6th, right here. November 6th, right? So you guys can zoom in and see that this was called. That was on November 6th. Yeah, and this is what I say. NZD card sell position just got triggered. That was around 6:03 p.m. And over here, update on our NZD card. That was now the next day. We were cruising nicely. You understand? I hope you guys can see that. And my position right there, like I say, guys, I take these trades. And yeah, so this is one thing I said to my group, right? I realized that most people just be jumping from groups to groups or channels to channel, but then just looking for signals. I don't know, you won't learn forex if you jumping from signal group to signal group. You need to be consistent, because let's say you are in my channel, right? I give out signal maybe once, who knows, then you go to the next channel, gives you maybe signal every day. At the end of it, you blow your account, because you're taking so many signals. But then forex is not about taking so many trades, right? So I say some people join trading groups expecting 5 signals a day, but here's the truth: real trading isn't about quantity, it's about quality, right? And at First Hand FX, we don't trade every day just to look busy. We trade when the market tells us it's time, not emotions, not pressure, right? Now every trade you don't take is as powerful as the one you do. So patience pays, discipline wins. That's how consistency is built. Stay focused, stay patient. The market rewards the calm, not the desperate, right? So yeah, we don't take trades every day, right? We only take trades if price tells us, or if the market gives us opportunity. If the market tells us, yo, we are ready now, go in, right? So if the market doesn't give us opportunity on Monday, we don't do anything. The market doesn't give opportunity on Tuesday. When it does, we don't do anything, right? So if you see last week, we never had no opportunity. Price only gave us opportunity on Thursday. That's when we did our thing right there. So you see, we started cruising nicely, right? So these are just my 2 funded accounts. So you guys can just confirm that these trades are just the same, right? So yeah, that was NZD card, I believe so. And I think I'll talk about that trade when she's done. I'll talk about what I saw, why I called in for my sell position. So probably I think we got in probably around this level, and now all this right now we are floating, I think, over 1:2, which is a very good thing. We're floating over 600 something points, right? So that is how I do it. I don't trade every day. Now, like I said before, when I was analyzing gold, I said if I don't see this anticipation, guys, I don't trade, right? So that is the secret, guys. Don't force the market. Don't come to the market and say, oh, today's Monday, let's look for money. Today is Tuesday, let's look for money. No. But then if price gives us opportunity, or if the market gives us opportunity, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we will still take the trade, right? But if the market doesn't give us opportunity for the whole week, I won't trade, right? So that's the discipline, that's the edge. You just follow your system and things are going to work out, right? So last week, but one, we made 6%, and 6%. And then last week, we are currently still holding that trade. We are up 2% on that trade. So it's like now we are up 8%, right? So we don't need to look for that 8%. in one trade. We don't need to look for that 8%, in a week. Let the market give us whichever percentage it will give us, right? So yeah, I don't know what this week holds for us, but as time goes by, as the week goes by, as day goes by, we will know. If price gives us opportunity, we will trade. If the market won't give us opportunity, we won't trade. If price gives us opportunity, we will trade, right? So right now, I'm not in any trade. It's just that NZD card that we took last week, we are still holding, and that was a free signal that I gave out to my public group. That is right, Fast and FX. So don't go to Telegram and search Fast and FX. You will be scammed, guys, right? We have so many people using Fast and FX. You will be scammed. So all the links should be in the description box. That's where you'll get my Telegram channel. I'm giving out those signals right there. So this was a free signal that I call out. So yeah, let's continue on analyze GBP USD and see what she has for us. Correct. Guys, I'm still sick though. I'm still sick. Right, so what do we have? Sorry. What do we have here? Over here, I think right now, we should start with demand and supply. That level right there that I just marked, this daily time frame, that level is called a demand zone. And this level right here should be a supply zone. Right, so today that is what we are starting our analysis based on. You remember, we not yet added a trend line, not SMC yet, not ICT yet, right? So today we are using demand and supply. That's the amazing thing when you know about forex trading, when you know about how market behavior or market what's this market structure, right? Follow along. If price is telling you SMC, go with SMC. If price is telling you trend line, go based on trend line. If price giving you a demand and supply, let's go, right? I'm not just going to stick to one, right? But then my entry confirmation, the last confirmation never changes. My age is still the same, right? Now this is just to understand the market. This kind of analysis, SMC, SCT, just to understand the market position, before going in or before making decision, right? So let's go in, right? So this is when I bring in a trend 1 2 right there. Correct, that is what we have basically. I know. Let me just show you something. Let me just bring in this right there. This is how I do most trade, and this is how I used to trade too. So yeah, those who trade demand and supply, this is it. Oh, the market has broken. Okay, right now she's going up. The moment she breaks above and reaches, I'm going to look for buys. That is how most people trade, right? That's how most people trade. But then you wonder, let's just say, okay, they do this. Then you wonder, the market does this, comes all the way, then boom, takes you out. What happened, right? So here's the thing that we missed. I say, no matter what strategy you're using, do not ignore trend line. Don't forget trend line right there. So right there. So this is it. So look at where we are going to look for buys. Looking for buys at a resistance. Are we crazy? Are we crazy? The market is still in a downtrend. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So you are taking your buy position at a lower high. Then boom, the market takes you. Oh, what's happening? I don't know why the market hates me. No, you were not keen doing your analysis, right? So yeah, this is why I preach every day. No matter what strategy you're using, never ignore trend. I know most people are bashing trend lines when you go to the internet, but that's not the case. It's not about which strategy is best. No, just understand price action, interpret the market, decrypt the code, and flow. Forget about the noise, right? We are not in a competition, trying to figure out which strategy is best. No, we're here to make money, all of us, but then let's just be safe, right? So if we want to look for buys, but then let's not talk about if. Right now, let's talk about what price is doing. Right now, she's going up, right? So what are the levels that we should be looking for, or we should be watching out for? This trend right here. In essence, we have a first, second, third, and the third. Let me flip my screen. So this is it. So remember what? Let's just bring in our buys first. Remember what I said? Oh, people are like, okay, the market are broke, reaches. Then let me look for my buys. Something like this. Have my stop. So let's flip the screen. Now look at what you did. How am I going to look for a buy position? Remember the screen is flipped. How am I going to look for a buy position? Something like this. No, the market has not yet taken out this trend, right? So we are still cruising under this channel right there. 1, 2, 3. So the market might continue going up. Remember, I've flipped my screen, going up, then hit this level. We want to see a reaction right there, the reaction around that level. If she tells us that, okay, we are dropping, we are selling, right? So let's go to the H4 and understand, guys. I preach every day, understand. That is what you need to do. We understand the market, right? We don't just come and throw in things. All these things that I'm drawing is just to understand, to show me the way. You understand? Show me what you are trying to do. The market communicates. Price usually tells us, yo, this is what I'm about to do. Follow along, correct? Right. So this is based on H4, and right now all I can see is we have a trend right there. We have another trend line right there. So let me adjust that, have it right there, and I'm going to hit the H1. Don't get confused, guys, off my screen, because if you don't see another view, try to flip your screen so that you guys can see in another better picture, right? Because I don't want you guys to be caught in the wrong side of the market. The market really punishes, right? So right there, this is what we see. Correct. So now, since this is what we see, for scalpers we have a first, a second, and the third. Now I'm going to 15, but remember, I'm not looking for buys. But then scalpers can still look for buys on this trade, because why? We are currently having this uptrend right there, and of course another trend right there. Did it break? Not yet. So I think this is not valid yet. And if she breaks below this level right here, that will be a valid trend. I'm talking about this, right? But as of now, that is not valid. Probably she want to give us a double bottom right there, may go up. But then, guys, remember, I'm not trading double bottom, right? And now I'm never looking for buys in this kind of market, because like I said, guys, we are still on a downtrend. I'm never looking for buy. For me, these are just continuation or a correction. So I'll be like buying a continuation, buying a pullback. No, right? So I'm looking for a level. I call it best price. What am I talking about? The trend line that we just do right here. And now if you cater for this level right here, maybe have it right there. I think that was a support broken, right? So my anticipation is to see maybe GBPUSD going up. Once it hits this level, that's where I want to see reaction, right? I want to see what price wants to do. Let's just adjust this once more, and I'm just going to give you another secret tip, another source. Adjust this, probably maybe have it right there. Now once she hits this level, I'm not going to look for sale immediately, right? I want the market once again to break out of this channel, because why? That is a buy market, right? I'm looking for sale, but that's a buy market. Now what am I looking for? I want to see price taking out this trend, impulse correction, breaks. I'm looking for sales right there. Now that's when I'll be looking for sale, probably let's say pullback, look for sale right there, have my maybe stop loss above, and boom, 1:3, whichever. That is how I trade, correct? But let's just remove this. If she does not break, the market does this. Let's say, for instance, price goes up, comes back, doesn't break, no problem. But then she breaks, boom. What just happened? The market has taken out our channel right here. The market has taken out that downtrend. So what next? Wait for correction once again. Boom, I'm looking for buys. That is how I do my analysis. Keep it simple. Cut the noise. I don't care what everybody says in the internet. I don't look for what others are thinking. Oh, I'm seeing buys on this, I'm seeing sales. No, just trade my thing, and follow price action, guys. That is how simple I do my analysis, right? So I believe that's all, guys. And you can follow along. If you don't understand what I just did, you just rewind, rewatch the video and follow along. I'll be also giving out my analysis, guys, in my Telegram channel that I just showed. I'll be dropping link in the description box below. And adios amigos, peace.